Good morning and welcome to week 3. I hope everyone's having a great week so far and is enjoying personal finance so far this semester. I'm the professor, Dr. Neil Armstrong, and I just wanted to go through some small things with you guys and kind of elaborate on some of the stuff we've talked about. One of the things that I definitely wanted to improve on is actually doing a mini lecture / introduction each week for you guys. So for some of you guys, this may be the first one for you. Some others may be a long line of those. So in Module 3, we're talking about managing your own personal finance. And we have, as usual, the assignments of discussion board as well as the assignments due this week. So the discussion question this week is discuss the risks and opportunities associated with credit purchases for automobile or major appliance. And this is one of those things where maybe you want to think about different ideas about what's going on in your life and kind of think why you'd want to do this or why you wouldn't want to do this. I can tell you from experience that sometimes our bigger purchases are the ones that we want to definitely finance so we can pay them over a longer period of time. My wife and I owned a condo in Florida for a little bit. And it's one of those things where we wanted to own it, but it was one of those things where we had to finance it because it was one of those things where it's a large chunk of money and we were actually going to rent it out. So we were actually going to get money from customers to actually pay the bills. So that's one of the things we were definitely doing. It was definitely wise to do that. Other times, it may not be wise to use credit to do things like that. For example, if you were to go and, try to max out your credit card to try to get Starbucks or whatever of that nature, and it's one of those things where you're not going to have return on it and it's going to cut you short for the month, that may be one of those things that can definitely cause you some problems. So definitely want to look at kind of how you're managing your finances and you know if you have the money in the budget to pay the thing off or not. And sometimes, even if you have the money, it's one of those things where you definitely want to finance things in certain manners, depending on the credit rate that you get and the interest rate and stuff of that nature. So that's what we're kind of looking around in discussion board this week. We also have that assignment, and it's one of those things where I'm going to go ahead and click on the assignment this week and see if we have the instructions where I can show it to you guys. So this will be where you kind of do these questions and really start looking at different answers and stuff of that nature. One thing I want you guys to start doing as well is to add in resources and research your project as well. So some of these questions may be one of those things where you can definitely just answer straight out. But it may be one of those things where you want to consult a source. So if you're looking at the benefits and drawbacks of something that maybe you never experienced, definitely go out there and look at some resources and see exactly what you can definitely add to your papers and do that. Now, some things you may just want to have questions of, what a penalty is for something. You want to definitely be able to figure that out and show me your math on it so that everybody understands exactly where you're coming from on that. So that's definitely what I'm looking for in the paper on this. This shouldn't be a hard lesson, and it should be one of those things where you can definitely look at your inward self and kind of see exactly kind of how you manage your finances. But that's kind of what I wanted to do in this. So if you guys have any questions about any of this, feel free to reach out to me and let me know. Thanks.